Hello YouTube, 87 Ricer here. So I just wanted to show you how I weigh up my truck and trailer. Now up there's a little red sign and it shows how much my steers weigh, how much my drives weigh, and how much my trailer weighs. So I'm going to pull forward. So my steers weigh 11,860. 11,860. Well, 50. Either way, it's close to that 60 mark. I just put 11,860. So, how do you know? That's my front wheel. And it's still dropping. So maybe it ain't 11,860. Now my drives are 32,780. Now, the legal limit is 34,000 pounds on drives and trailer. If you're over 34,000 on your trailer, you're over the limit. If you're over 34,000 on your drives, you're over the limit. So now I'm going to pull forward and weigh up my trailer. That's what my trailer weighs. 31,110. So I'm just gonna go ahead and no, 31,100. Yeah, 31. Yep, I'm just gonna go ahead and put it as 31,110 because that's what it was when I rolled on there. So that blue platform that my front steering wheels were on, that weighs up the truck. Now I know that I am under the limit. I'm not over the limit on weight. So when I'm pulling into, or when I'm getting ready to leave the Whitty facility, after I've filled up the truck and the trailer with fuel, then I always weigh up my truck and trailer to make sure that I'm not make sure I'm not over the limit before I leave. Whitty is very good at not overloading us. So I've never really had an issue with being overweight when I leave. So the only time that I have a problem with weight is when I'm leaving a pickup from another facility. I have a little thing here I'll show you. So this little device here, if that needle is bouncing between 34 And like right here where it's at right now, while I'm driving, it's gonna move. So while I'm driving, it moves. And when it does that, after I've picked up at another facility, then I go and I weigh up my truck at a weigh station just to make sure that I'm not overweight on my trailer or on my drives. That is not an accurate reading of 34,000 on my trailer, or I mean on my drives. It's not an accurate reading. It's actually a pressure sensor. So when it bounces around the 34 mark, it makes me question whether or not I'm over the limit or if I'm just fine. Which in this case, I'm actually just fine. So yeah, when you're driving, just know that out on the roads, your max limit on your drives is 34, and your max on the trailer is 34. If you're over that on your truck drives or your trailer drives, I mean on your trailer, not trailer drives, but if you're over 34 on drive or trailer, then you got to find a way to adjust the weight and shift it to a different portion. So if you're at 34 on your trailer or over 34 on your trailer, but you're under 34 on your drive at like a certain amount, then shift, like slide your tandems and put more weight onto the truck. So slide your tandems back and put some of the weight on your truck. But I just kind of wanted to show you that. I know I didn't really show you anything other than just a few numbers and talking, but that's really all it comes down to. Just making sure that you're scaled out before you leave. It gives you that reassurance so that when you do pass up or when you come close to those weigh stations, that you at least got confidence that you're not overweight in your drives or your trailer. It just puts ease of mind, because I'm actually 264 miles from the first weigh station I have to go to, and this device here, if this little light here turns green, then that means I can pass up the weigh station. If it goes red, it means I gotta pull in. And every time that little thing goes red, my asshole puckers up, because I just don't know what they're gonna pull me in for. 90% of the time, actually, I'd say 90% of the time that I'm driving, even though I've gotten pulled in, I've usually gotten a green arrow to bypass the station. So I've been very fortunate with that, which I'm counting my blessings, because I had an issue back in 2022, August of 2022. I actually got pulled into a weigh station, and I was like 100 pounds, maybe about 150 pounds overweight on my trailer. And they had me slide my tandems to the back, and they slapped me with a big fine. They slapped me with like an $800 fine. So it was for me, that was a big ticket for a first offense. So I know that it could I knew that getting a ticket for overweight can go way higher than that. And maybe for some of you drivers, you know, that kind of a ticket is just a drop in the bucket. But for me, that was enough to make me just about want to quit driving altogether, because I was like, you know what, I can't afford any other ticket if it was worse than that, and I didn't want to have to pay one of those deals. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna let you go. I'm just rambling on, and I don't really want to ramble on. And there's actually some news that I got from one of the new local police officers in my hometown of Hermann. He's been throwing his weight around at me and giving me all kinds of warnings about stuff. So just yesterday, October 21st, he pulled in next to me while I was on my moped, and he says, "Hey man," he goes, because anything 50cc and under, because you don't have to register them on the road for driving, he goes, the city of Hermann has made a new ordinance about not allowing mopeds or anything under allowed to drive on the city streets of Hermann. And I said, "Is it just for the month of October?" And he said, "No, it's all year round now." So I may not be able to do any more riding videos in my hometown, because my hometown's being a dick about mopeds being on the road, and this guy's a new cop from St. Louis, and he's just slinging his weight around, hiding behind a badge, and picking on people, especially like me, because, you know, I guess he can't enjoy, I guess he don't, either way, the same cop that's given me a few warnings, he just keeps throwing his badge weight around, and I know I'm gonna get a ticket if I keep riding my moped in town, because he's gonna see me and then he's gonna start shit with me, and I don't want to start shit with him because he's got a badge, and that's the only reason why I can't. So, because if he didn't have a badge, it would be a different story. But I'm gonna drop that there. So I won't be able to do any more videos of riding my scooter in town anymore. So I'll probably show you some back roads of Hermann. For sure, I'll definitely show some back roads in Hermann, and I might have to start using my GoPro more often. So anyways, I'm 87 Ricer. If you like the video, give me a like. If you want to subscribe to my channel, hit that subscribe, and if you want to be notified, hit the bell notification, and it should notify you every time I upload a crazy ass video like this. Thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, thanks for the comments, love y'all, bye.